What's up, everybody? My name is Zach Pasquarello, and I've been making YouTube videos for 3 years now. I used to teach you how to start a trucking company, and then I started teaching you how to start your own bookkeeping business. Now I've got no idea what I'm trying to teach you. I'm really just going to give you a life update. This has officially been the busiest week of my life, and also the most revenue my bookkeeping business has ever made. As you can see in the title of this video, I was extremely busy this week, and I landed 3 of my biggest clients ever. And I'm going to talk real quick about how I got them and how much they're paying me and how I've got to this point in my business. So I started my bookkeeping business 3 years ago, and I have been committed to creating social media marketing content every single day for 3 years. And that is what enabled me to get to this point where I am right now. So first of all, I haven't thought of a title for this video yet, so I'm not sure what I'm going to call it, but it's going to be something along the lines of me making thousands of dollars this week. And let me show you how. So last week on Thursday, I received 2 phone calls within the matter of 30 minutes, and they were both trucking companies. I have a ton of trucking company clients for my bookkeeping business, and that is because I created a ton of content on YouTube about trucking companies and bookkeeping and accounting. So now people find me on the internet whenever they search for me. Still 2 years later, like I don't even really make trucking videos anymore, but people still find me on YouTube and they contact me for bookkeeping services. So the reason I'm saying that is because I tell everybody who asks me, hey, how do I start a bookkeeping business? I tell them you gotta create social media marketing content, and that includes YouTube videos. It's still paying dividends to this day, and that's exactly how I got these massive clients. So first of all, the first person who called me needed help with an insurance renewal, and they had a week deadline to get it done. I'm going to switch to this side. They had a week deadline to get it done, and so it was an emergency, and they were looking at a $1 million policy, and they needed 2.5 years. Okay, they needed 2.5 years of bookkeeping, which is a ton of bookkeeping to get done in a week. I probably would have said no, but I was like, you know what, whatever, I will take on this project if the price is right. So I basically had to halt everything that else I was doing and commit my entire week to doing 2.5 years of bookkeeping for this particular client. I counted up all of their transactions, and I ended up quoting them $22,000 to do 2.5 years of bookkeeping, and they said yes. Literally blew my mind. But here's the thing, they were trying to save $300,000 in their annual insurance policy by getting new insurance, and they needed financial statements. They didn't have accurate financial statements because they had no real bookkeeping for the past 2.5 years. So they needed me quick to do all of their bookkeeping for 2.5 years, and I quoted them $22,000, and they said yes because it was going to save them $300,000. So it was worth it for them. So I did all of their bookkeeping in 4 days. I pretty much worked 12-hour days for 4 days straight, all on their books, and I made $22,000 in 4 days of work. It was by far my most profitable week of my entire business in the past 3 years. And then I'm telling you that I had a phone call last week on Thursday about this particular client. Literally 30 minutes later, a trucking company called me and they needed bookkeeping, and I said yes. Invite me to your QuickBooks account. They invited me to their QuickBooks account, and I quoted them $2,500 per month. And then on Monday, a couple days later, after I quoted them, they said yes. So I made $22,000. I made $2,500. And then a third thing happened. Somebody needed another 2022 cleanup, and this person contacted me a month ago. And guess what? This person has a box truck business. So this was a trucking company. This was a trucking company. This was a box truck business. They contacted me a couple months ago, and I gave them a quote, and they finally said yes. On Wednesday, they said yes, do my 2022 bookkeeping for $3,000. So I made $22,000, $2,500, $3,000 this week. I promise you, I'm not lying. I'm not exaggerating. It's still hard for me to believe this, and I always say this, like, I'm not making these videos to brag or to gloat and say, look at me. Truly, honestly, first of all, I'm documenting my experience right now for myself. Like, I would love to be able to look back on these videos in 5-10 years to see where I was back in 2023. But also, I'm making these videos because I want to inspire you and motivate you and prove to you that what I'm saying will enable you to start your bookkeeping business. And even if you're not trying to start a bookkeeping business, like, honestly, any business that you start takes consistency and hard work over a long period of time, and you can achieve these types of results if you do exactly the same things that I did 3 years ago. Create social media marketing content every single day. Find your prospective clients on social media, connect with your prospective clients, and then step number 4, engage with your community. I've been doing it for 3 years every single day, and that is how I made $22, $25, almost $29,000 this week. And then finally, the coolest thing about a bookkeeping business, this particular client has now turned into a recurring $2,400 per month client because they want me to continue doing their bookkeeping on a monthly basis. So I landed $2,500 a month, $2,400 a month. And if I had to bet, I would probably say this client is probably also going to take me on at around $250 or $300 per month for bookkeeping. So this week, all in all, I secured about $5,200 in monthly revenue, which comes out to be a little bit more than $62,000 per year in recurring bookkeeping revenue. Okay, so those are just the numbers. That's what's been going on this week. I have had an absolutely crazy, wild week. I've been working a ton of hours. Another life update, something I'm doing is I'm also taking a college class. So I'm a bookkeeper. I have no real work experience. I have no education experience, and I have no certifications related to bookkeeping. However, I do have my bachelor's degree in an unrelated field, so I'm studying to get my master's degree in accounting. I took 6 undergraduate classes in accounting to be eligible for the master's degree, and now I'm on my 3rd class. I have 7 more classes before I get my master's degree in accounting. So on top of all of this bookkeeping, I also have a family. I have hobbies, like I go to the gym, I hang out with friends, I go to church, I spend time with my family, but then I'm also taking a class. Now, if you are thinking about starting a bookkeeping business, I highly recommend, if you don't already have your master's degree in accounting or your CPA certification, I highly recommend just take one class at a time or start studying for the CPA exam if you already have 150 credits. For the only reason being is that in 5 to 10 years, you have no idea what you want to be doing or where you're going to be. You might as well take one class at a time. It's certainly doable. So for me, I wake up at 5 a.m. pretty much every single day, and I get right to work. And then I usually do a little bit of homework, like 1, maybe 2 hours of homework, 3 to 4 days a week. And I'm able to do my entire bookkeeping business, make pretty good money doing the bookkeeping business. I'm able to, spend time with my kids and do my hobbies. And then I'm also able to take 1 college class per semester. I probably wouldn't take 2, but I just wanted to let you guys know there is time available for you if you want to continue your education, and I definitely recommend doing it. You might as well have a master's degree or a bachelor's degree in 5 to 10 years by taking 1 class at a time. Okay, last thing I want to talk about, I almost forgot. Okay, so on top of all of this nonsense, I also have been gaining clients over the past 3 years. Obviously, like the first year of business, I got maybe 15 or 20 clients. And the second year, I got like an additional like 10 or 15 clients. Now, after 3 years of bookkeeping, not only am I getting these random cleanups, like you saw last week, I almost made $30,000 in doing just cleanups, but I also have 44 clients. I do their bookkeeping every single month. 44 businesses, I do their bookkeeping for them, and it's just me. It's all me. I don't have any help. I don't have a virtual assistant. I don't have any contractors. I don't have any employees. It's all me. I do all of the work. Honestly, I probably work 20 to 30 hours per week doing bookkeeping, maybe more like 15 to 25 hours per week of actual bookkeeping, responding to emails, meeting with clients, categorizing transactions, reconciling accounts, generating financial statements, 15 to 25 hours per week working 44 clients, and they pay me on average $400. Do the math. That comes out to roughly $18,000 per month, just me. This is my top line revenue. I have a couple expenses. Honestly, my expenses are not even close to $2,000 per month. So the reason I'm telling you this is because if you are just now thinking about starting a bookkeeping business, there is so much light at the end of the tunnel for you. You might have 1 or 2 clients, maybe you have 10 to 20 clients, and you're thinking, how can I grow this business? I'm telling you, I promise you, I've proven to you, it just takes consistency. There's no secret recipe other than creating content every day, reaching out to your prospective clients every single day, engaging with your audience, building an online reputation, and getting your name out there to the point where people will start calling you for bookkeeping, and you will have 40 plus clients making $18,000 per month as long as you work hard, as long as you want to grow your bookkeeping business. I promise you it's possible. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, do all that good stuff. And then there's also a link in the description of this video. If you want to schedule a one-on-one consultation with me, I would be more than happy to talk to you and explain to you and to teach you everything that I know about starting a business.